as each day comes and goes, our mind is filled with decisions and we have to make choices. And these may affect events of the day and the unforeseeable future, whether it's about what to cook for a meal that evening, or whether you need to change the car that you're driving, whatever it is that you have to make a decision on. A lot of people often end up feeling overwhelmed when making a choice. And if you or anyone you know feels this way, then please stay with me. Hello, my name is Belynder and I'm the founder of Serene Lifestyles, an online psychotherapy practice. Please see the link below to connect. Now, a lot of people I know find it sometimes really overwhelming making decisions, and it can be scary at times. And the fear is the thought of making the wrong choices in life. And we end up, especially if they're the big decisions that we have to make, and we end up asking for advice about the big decisions, and we are given more choices, and it all becomes very confusing. So here are a few tips to help you to be more aware of your decision making. So tip number 1, that gut feeling. A lot of people talk about gut feeling, intuition. For me, I have always followed my own intuition and listened to my gut. If it felt right around my heart, it felt good, the first feeling I get of what is right for me is the first step I have always taken. But to do this, you must first of all have a clear mindset. You have to know what makes logical sense as it comes from rational thought. It triggers the initial inkling that you get of something that feels right. And if it makes me feel uneasy, I don't go with it. The truth is, if you ignore what you feel, you may be denying what it is that is the reality of the decision. So it may be a good idea to jot down ideas and go through a process of elimination and go with what is the right thing to do and follow what the feeling is, so long as you're not harming anyone, or they're not harming, or you're not harming yourself, or they're not harming you, but you know that decision is in your control. And tip 2, know what you want. Be sure of what it is that your heart desires, and if there is a choice available and it is realistic and it is in your control, then the best way to move forward with the decision is to identify how to reach those goals. When you're more aware of what you want out of your life, and you may be able to make better decisions and choices. Be self-reflective and set the steps to reach those goals by following that feeling of what is clear in your mind, and structure it out so you can reach those goals step by step. And that's why being aligned with your gut, your feeling, is really important, because it eliminates doubt. So when you know in your heart and you know that something is right, it completely eliminates that doubt. Tip number 3, talk to someone. Now, depending on the circumstances and the decision that has to be made or take place, one can very easily get confused with their choices, whether you're making a decision about your relationship, your job, or just generally your well-being. Every decision you'll make includes one thing in common, and that is you. So people can give you choices, they can advise you on things, but they're not living your life. So no one will understand what your life is like on a daily basis. So please don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong in asking for that advice. It certainly isn't a bad idea to ask for an outsider's perspective either, but all they can do is advise you. Ultimately, you still have to make that decision. So while it's okay to get help from others, not listening to your own instincts might deter you from your life towards a less empowering direction, and it might and it won't feel right because it wasn't your decision. You took the choice of somebody else. So these are just a few tips to help you. If you need to talk for further professional advice, then please connect by clicking the link below. I hope this video has been helpful, and remember, change your mindset and it will change your life. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care of your thinking patterns.